There you go. It helps if I unmute the mic. As you can tell today, we've got no modders. We've also got nobody else in the back room with me, which is unusual. I do have Kay over here watching to the side.
People, join Mike, please. Michael, put the link up.
Yeah. Anyway, it looks like Mr. Marley's still on his M4H stream because they're still modelling. Not sure what's happened to the rest of the guys. And so, yeah, you're stuck with me today. So what I'll do is I will put the link in. And if anyone wants to come up, you are more than welcome. There we go.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. There you go. Just getting Kay to close the door because all I can do is Morgan and Kay talking. Okay, so the link is in the chat. If you want to come, you can do. Do let me know that you can hear me because you've all gone very quiet all of a sudden. So today I've got the T15 primed, and I primed all the wheels last night, but obviously I need to do more on that before I can paint them, so there's not a lot I can do there. The Humvee is pretty much up to date. So what I'll do today is I will work on the Vampire. It's just a quick one I got out of the cupboard, so I wasn't sure what to work on. So, why is that not focusing properly? There you go. Ish. Hello, Wait Rose.
Hello, boy. How are you? Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, it's all right. You've just improved the stream 200%.
Well, I don't know about that. Added to perhaps, but I don't know about improving it. How are you doing?
I'm all right, buddy. You absolutely have, by the way, because I was just rabbiting on to myself.
Well, I find talking to yourself, you get a very good cast of conversation. Sorry, I just need to put some coffee through this machine thing.
I'm just glad you're not showing your builder's cleavage today.
No. Everyone will be glad to hear that's not on show. It's a bit cold for that sort of exposure today.
How's your weekend been?
Okay, I guess. Weekend. It's Valentine's. Yeah, we had a nice meal on. Cooked a nice meal on Saturday night. Actually, very impressed. Got one of these fixed price things. Maria went down to M&S as a M&S food store, not far from us, local, in fact. And they had a deal, £25, right, for a starter, main course with a side and dessert and a bottle of wine.
Nice.
I thought, well, that's pretty cool. So had like scallop things with like potato and cheese and a nice sauce in a scallop shell to begin with. Then we had duck breast and triple cooked chips as well. I cooked some lentils for it as well. And then a cheese board, a lot of cheese to be, and a bottle of rosé wine from Provence. So the rosé wine on their shelf is 10 quid. So 25 quid for the two of us, and we were full. Didn't even eat all the cheese. We were full. So it's not like, oh, you get little scrimpy little servings because it's a deal. It was really nice. Really good quality as well.
I got K Lego flowers.
I saw that on Facebook. They look really cool, man.
Yeah. Flowers that she can't kill for a change.
That's the beauty of these flowers that everyone seems to be making now, is you don't have to worry too much about them.
Yeah.
I think the only ones you have to worry about are the Revell ones, where you have to change the scent pot every like 6 months or something. Otherwise they stop smelling nice. But other than that, being wooden.
I quite like the smell of wood, to be fair.
Well, yeah, freshly cut wood is a nice resiny smell.
Yes. Kay got me an Andre Rieu CD.
Excellent.
And a DVD about First World War. Well, it's actually
brilliant.
It's actually kind of a love story about First World War, strangely. It's about a guy who's in the middle of the battle of, I think it's Battle of Ypres, Passchendaele. and he starts praying to God that he makes it home to see his wife one last time. And then he goes through the battle and goes home and everything. And then after a few weeks, he starts realizing that when he walks past mirrors and stuff, he's not casting a reflection or anything.
Ah, right.
And after a few weeks, his wife gets a telegram confirming that he'd been killed in that battle.
Oh, wow.
And he just hadn't noticed, and his spirit was that real that she thought he'd come home.
Wow.
Mm.
Nice take on the whole sort of Sixth Sense thing.
Mm.
Very good movie.
Yeah.
Oh, superb.
So I'm going to be doing that today because I couldn't think of anything else to do.
Nice.
Yeah, nice, easy
Very
kit.
nice. Well, I've got my HS 146, Brits Aerospace 146 is sort of coming along.
Nice.
I'll probably put the engines together today.
Yeah.
I suspect if I plug the camera in, of course, which I will have to do. I'm not very organised today. I've been airbrushing lots of things today, and I'm trying to do like 6 different things in one go.
Yeah.
Literally. So part of the Messerschmitt build, and a review of 2 different airbrushes, and a review of a thinner, and a review of a cleaner, all in one go to save myself some time. And it's logistically quite a challenge.
Yes. Well, I've just been sat here sweating at the thought I'm going to have to do a live stream all on my own.
Oh, no. No.
Yeah. I don't know if John's even come off the M4H one yet, because when I checked before I went live, they were still going at like 2 minutes past 12.
What, at each other?
Well, pretty much. But well, Steph was cursing out Academy for something that they'd done in their instructions or something.
Oh well.
But, yeah. Anyway.
Hey ho.
Bob says, "Here we go again. Ooh. Happy as can be. Can't remember the rest of the song." Best Tiffany voice now, Gary.
Tiffany says, "Good morning, folks. Hope you've had a good day. Please don't forget to hit that like button on the way in. Thank you."
Sounded very like Tiff. Well done.
She's the class act of the show, my dear boy.
Oh, she is, absolutely.
Just an accident of birth that she was raised in the northern extremities of our nation.
I thought you were going to say she was an accidental birth.
No. Oh, how would I say anything like that? You're so terrible. You're terrible. Mike, you're terrible.
We have another one.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
G'day, dude.
Hello. Bob says, "Miss T, apologies. I am still at the combat and haven't managed to send Beast yet. Local family and friends are all working full-time now and unavailable to assist."
Oh.
And he goes on to say, "Same goes for Dieter's Beasts. Hope to be better later this week."
Oh dear, hope so too, Bob. Gillian said, "Morning all. I won't be here for the whole stream as I have a hospital appointment at 2 p.m. But I have pre-lubed, thank you so much, which sounds all kinds of wrong, but you know what I mean, liked already."
Joe says, "Did you mean pre-lube for your medical exam? What a considerate patient you are, King."
Exactly.
And Joe goes on to say, "Good morning, afternoon, evening to all in chat. Hope you all had a very good weekend."
Yeah,
sure thank you, Joe. We did. And Joe said, "I'm sure most of you, such as Julian, watched the American classic Daytona 500.
Oh, no.
Sadly, no.
It's not something we get over it.
I'd have to get... it's on a streaming service I don't have, but it's also the same weekend as the Bathurst 12-hour race where...
Oh, no, there's a race.
Yeah, so instead of...
that's a proper race, that. Oh, I love
instead
that.
of the supercars and stuff like that, these are the Aston Martins and the Ferraris and all those sort of things. So it's much more interesting than the Australian things, but I didn't watch that either. I went down to Sydney with my wife.
Nice.
Whose turn was it?
I'll go. I'll go. Julian says, "Lol, Joe." No, it's speech therapy.
Okay. Julian, no, I don't watch the Daytona 500, Joe. No US sports, to be honest.
Joe says, that's okay. I watch no UK sport either. Don't blame me.
Fair play. Fair play.
Bob says, been Googling and found the song I got the words wrong about. Old folk and musical song, Jolly Good Company. Sums us up well. I thought. Yeah,
Well done, John. You got that.
Got there in the end.
Matt says, afternoon all. Hello, Matt. How you doing?
Afternoon, Matt. Graham, afternoon all. How are we? Very well, thank you.
Very morning. Julian says, no, I can't hear a bloody thing, Mikey. Mind you, I'm
Cough. King of the Heathens.
King of the Heathen, so I could be lying.
Bob says, what? No strand beast?
I did pull it off the shelf, and then I went, no, I want to do that when I can just enjoy it and have fun. Not when I'm thinking about a stream. Tiff says, and it's all gone to pot because I'm not there. Sorry.
What did I miss? What went to pot?
Oh, the beginning, because I can't do the intro unless there's someone else that can run the video for me because my computer can't handle it.
Right.
And I forgot that I didn't just have it on mute on my microphone. I also had it on mute on StreamYard.
We're here now. Julian says, what's your Mikey and Gary? Mikey, I think you mean 99%. Lol.
David of the Valleys is here, says afternoon all. Good afternoon, David.
Afternoon.
Hello again, David.
Trevor says, hi all. Yeah, they've just made it unnecessarily complicated since they've stopped allowing you to put videos into the media assets. Because it used to just be you pressed to start the stream, and then you just press the video and it just played. But because you can't do that now on the free accounts, you got to do it as a share screen thing. And the computer's then trying to run two different sets of software, and it doesn't like it.
Right. Matthew says, good morning, everyone. Watched the stream with the new cat.
Ooh.
Oh, happy new cat.
Yes.
Joe says, Julian, maybe you need hearing therapy. Just kidding. I couldn't hear anything myself. Scared me.
Oh, crap. Tiff says, you'll have to share a pic on Discord, Matthew. There's a special pets corner for it.
Matthew says, I will do. She's a tortoise shell. This morning, all I could see was her socks.
Joe, Mikey did see you in Discord. I drank me a Guinness Extra Stout. It was very good. Enjoyed it.
Lovely.
See, I told you it's not as bad as you think. Just all being over dramatic. It's a lovely drink. Julian says, talking of the Sixth Sense, when I was in IT support, I suggested a film following us called The Second Sense. Tagline, I hear stupid people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tiffany says, I can safely say I wasn't an accident. Only one of Mum's kids that was planned. Right.
I just said it's an accident of birth where you were born, not the fact of you being born. Anyway, Graham says this weekend was spent mostly watching rugby. It went better than expected.
Yeah, Scotland did well against France, didn't they? Was it France or Italy?
Unless you're Welsh.
Shut up. We won't go there. 3 yellow cards in bloody 3 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's more than 50 odd points put back.
Well, yeah.
That's the issue. 100 shipping 100 points in 2 matches. Hang on, I've got to go for a second.
Jeffrey says, "G'day."
Well, I might as well go as well then.
No, I'm trying to get Kate to shut my door properly because she's only half shut it, so the wind keeps opening it and then slamming it again.
Oh, yeah.
It's really annoying.
Julian says, depends who you support, Graham. If you're Welsh, it was a less than stellar weekend.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, she's not listening.
Aussie Ian's here, says evening all. Good evening, Aussie Ian. How are you?
Hello, Ian.
Hey, Ian.
Didn't make the meeting
Jesus.
yesterday. I was down in Sydney. I'm sorry.
Jake says, good day, all you beautiful people.
Graham says, at Julian, us Scots were much happier this weekend than last.
Yeah.
Yep. Matthew says, watch Funny Bones with Lee Evans. Why were you born in Blackpool? Because I wanted to be close to my mum. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's funny. Oh, I can't remember. I did see a movie that Lee Evans was in years ago. It was hilarious.
We did one called Mousetrap, which was actually quite funny.
That one. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's actually very funny in that.
Yeah. David says, correct, Mikey. Less said about Sunday, the better. Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Welsh team have really let themselves down this year.
Let
Ashamed
themselves
of them.
down. They've let the nation down.
They have. They have. Ashamed of them, I am. Anyway. On to lighter topics. Modelling, yay!
Celavi.
Yeah.
Right.
Cachem pens.
Just got a WhatsApp from my dear granddaughter who's in Australia. And she sent pictures. She's just been up. She's up on the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, yeah.
Up north somewhere. She sent pictures of her snorkeling and then scuba diving. She had a try scuba diving lesson, which is fantastic news.
Nice.
So if she takes that up, I've got loads of scuba kit, like dive computers and stuff she can have. Because I don't think I'll ever be using them again.
So is this a new build for you, Mikey, is it?
Yeah, because I've primed the wheels and everything for the T15, but I can't really go much further until I've done the highlights and stuff. So I just grabbed something quick out of the cupboard.
Right.
Tidy up a bit.
Interesting.
Bob says Lee Evans and Bruce Willis in the same film, Fifth Element.
Oh yes, they were. Yes, I remember. Well.
Matthew says it's Fifth Element with the big bodybuilder who has to be mute as he is actually from Stoke, and Luke Benson couldn't understand him. Probably.
Mr. Pobby says, good day to the Aussies, good day to everyone who isn't.
Good day to you too. Following Ghost. Morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, afternoon,
right,
evening, and good night.
All right. So work continues on the Hamden.
What a beauty.
So I've got pretty much I've got the cowlings together. There's one cowling I painted upside down. They only fit one way, but the locator is so small. Like, if I hold it up here, this is on the back of it in mid range. There's a.
Oh, right.
You can't even see it. So there's nothing there, and there's a tiny little pin in the top center of that. Don't blink, you'll miss it. Anyway, it wasn't fitting too well, and I realized that I hadn't glued it on, but I'd painted it backwards. So I've repainted it now, so that's about to go on, and that'll be the engines complete. Like that. Yeah, and I've just, in the last stream, the Models for Heroes stream, put together the crutching pads on the bomb racks to mount the bombs when I get around to it. So I'll glue this on, then I'll step across to the booth, do a bit more. What I want to do, I've given a gloss coat where the decals are going, as you see. But there's a little bit over here that hasn't gone too well. There.
Okay.
So I'll just respray that Kark black and then gloss again. And we'll see how that goes. Oh, and the tail wheel's broken off as well because
ICM.
Yeah, well, so it's unlike some tail draggers. It's got like a stirrup with a wheel in the middle. One of the ones that you glue on one side, as soon as I cut it, it just, and I haven't seen it since. So
Oh,
I
dear.
don't know. So it was just surviving on half its strength. And
Yeah.
obviously it gave out. So what I'll do eventually is re-drill it and use some of this nickel silver rod to
hmm
strengthen it and reapply it. But that'll happen later.
Mm.
But yeah, I'll just I'll continue with what I'm doing.
Super.
That's the only thing that I don't like about their design is they do have a habit of putting things into the fuselage that you know you're going to break during
Oh,
the
exactly.
process, like
Yeah,
a
and
tail
that's
wheel or an
another thing.
antenna
So
or something. Just like,
yeah,
guns.
that gun
Guns
had to
are
go in
yeah,
first.
yeah.
And of course, it snapped off because you can see how small it is
Yeah.
in comparison with the scale reference tool. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's tiny. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So as I say, these are the bomb racks that are done now. So I'll put them aside. They'll be black. The bombs will be yellow. Might get to them later. We'll see. But if I put them up here, I won't lose them. Oh, and the props are ready to go as well. They've got their counterweights. Just next to the hub, there's a it's a counterweight balance for centrifugal counterweight for pitch control. So they're there. Hooray!
Very good.
Hooray, Henry.
Very good.
Yeah, so this is the last time you'll see the engine detail there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Julian says, I didn't even know Wales had a new coach. I'm guessing Gatlin realised he can't make a silk's purse out of a sow's ear. Yeah, who the hell, whoever's recruiting for Wales team at the minute, they need to give the head a wobble, I think.
Now, changing topic for a moment. Last week, I mentioned that and Tim and I mentioned there was a thing where two guys in Melbourne were leaving a strip club and they were thrown out. But he went next door, grabbed a chair from a restaurant, and hoiked it at the bouncer, and it hit his mate's head instead. You remember seeing that clip?
Yeah.
It is. So, as it turns out, that guy who threw the chair worked for a furniture company, so he knew his chairs very well. Not only did he work for a furniture company, he was the chair of that firm.
Oh no.
It was a German chair furniture company, and he's no longer the chair of the chair company.
Yeah. That's funny. Chair for a chair company throwing a chair. Yeah.
The irony is delicious.
Isn't it just?
Paul says, bugger me that Hamden's an ugly bird. It's more plain than plain.
Well, yeah.
Well, he's been wrong before. So I figure I have heard somebody say that these cowlings don't fit. I think they fit beautifully if you have them the right way around. So there's absolutely no drama with that.
Are you saying whoever it was doing a Marley?
Mayhap, because there's no other explanation for it. I put it in the order that you build it in the instructions, and everything is just a really nice fit. So it's all right.
It's all right, so it is. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to jump across to the booth, give this another bit of clear gloss under the wing, fix that up, and come back and probably dabble with all the landing gear components I've got here ready to put together. Oh, and so you're doing the BAE 146, Gary?
Yes, I am. And here it is. So far.
This is
a lovely aeroplane.
Yeah, unlike the Hamden, apparently.
Apparently.
In Monday Mars this month today, Gary.
Yes.
Well, you mentioned the TACOM T28 and the Mark IV. Yep.
Yes.
Last week, I said to you, have you seen the T28 that's coming from TACOM? And you went, dear boy, I put it in Monday Matters this week. And I watched it this morning. I thought, hang on, am I watching the same one again? Or
No, you're not, because this week they announced the dual set with the T28, the M38, and the special instruction booklet, which is what I was pointing out. Last week they announced the actual tanks.
There we go.
You see, I'm on top of this. I'm really doing my very best to try and know what the hell I'm doing. I really try hard at that. I know I'm very trying. I know I'm very, very trying. But yeah. So they've done a special booklet thing for it. Cool. I think they would. I suspect they're a little bit stuck because in the past they've done like the two Henschel 129s. They added a pilot figure in 1/16th, and with the Henschel. No, the Horton 229s, I should say. The Henschel 129s, they did those together and they added a tank. So I think they're a bit stuck for what to do in a box set with this. So I thought, oh, well, we'll get a book put together about it. So
hey, why not? Everyone loves research books.
Yeah.
Well, except from you.
Yeah. I'm just not a big fan because I look at these things and I think, yeah, that's all very nice, but I'm never going to make it like that. I'm never going to be able to make it like that or get that level of detail. Yeah, that's nice. It's nice to know something about them.
Yeah. I think research books something, if you've got to be interested in the topic, haven't you, really?
Yeah, totally.
It's not just for references. You've got to be interested in the topic to make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like I've got well over 100 World War I books. So, but they wouldn't be worth it. Even if I was making scale models of World War I all the time, it wouldn't be worth much if I wasn't interested in it.
Yeah.
Do you reckon we put some sideburns on the pilot on this so it looks like Guy Martin?
Yeah,
because he flew a vampire recently, didn't he?
Yes, indeed.
It was a good episode, though. Actually, to be fair, he didn't do it half measures, did he? He went through training.
He doesn't do anything half measures, does he? Or literally nothing he does is half measures.
Lee, have you seen the new series that he's doing?
No.
No, I haven't. Britain's Hardest Jobs or something.
Oh, right. I think he did a series of that before. Yeah. Or History's Hardest Jobs he did before, something like that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but he joined the RNLI and
oh my goodness.
on Humber Lifeboat. And he was only on like he didn't do the full like training course down south.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he did like training sessions with them. And he'd only done like 3 training sessions, and the coxswain was like, "Yeah, we'll go out and do this training and everything on the Humber." And whilst they were out, they got called out on a rescue, and he was like, "Yeah, guy, just do us a favor, go and get that rope and help him on." And he was like, "Yeah, no problem." And he's like, "They said, why are you letting him do it after only a couple of sessions?" He went, "Because I've got no doubt it's his skill."
Mm. Yeah,
he said he's more than capable of being a crew member on here.
Excellent. Yeah, he's a good lad.
Yeah. He seems a decent guy, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. Completely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers, but his heart is definitely in the right place.
Yeah. Did you hear the story about when he, because he's got a Merlin Spitfire engine, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the story about when he started up in his boss's workshop?
No.
He started up because he's HGV mechanic, isn't he?
Yeah.
And the boss was letting him work on it in the workshop in his spare time. And he started it up and turned it up to full power. And the whole bloody rig went flying around the workshop. And trashed all the workshop and everything.
Oh my good God.
Apparently his boss banned him from starting it up in the workshop after that.
Yeah. What a surprise.
Tiff says, 24 likes, 24 watching, 12 likes. Don't forget to lube and subscribe, people. Yes. Joe says, off subject, on my way to museum yesterday morning, my music channel, they were debating AC/DC. Who was the best? Maybe the Marley twins will chime in. Better not Bon Scott or Brian Johnson.
Oh, that's a tricky one.
Who was better, Bon Scott or Brian Johnson?
Yeah.
I'd prefer Brian Johnson. I think the high-pitched whiny voice of actually they're both high-pitched whiny voices.
Yeah. Also, the problem is you hear a lot of Bon Scott singing, and then you hear Brian Johnson singing, but then the songs are different. They moves on with their songs anyway, and you think, well, you got to try and compare them doing the same song, and if the song's not really written for your performing and your voice and all that, then it's always never going to sound the same.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. I mean, porque non los dos.
Buff X8V3J says, hi, have you guys seen the new A380 Gold model? Haven't, but the A380 is a pretty cool aircraft. Have you seen that one, Gary?
No. From whom is that made? Is it a Revell one, or don't know who makes it?
No, I'm not allowed to comment.
Jim says, I think Guy Martin series is called Real Jobs. Sounds very similar to Rod Gilbert's work experience. Yeah. Mikey, did you watch Guy Martin making a full-size World War I tank? I did, and they got the wrong colours. But yeah, it was good. They did well. Joe says, both very good, both had great albums. Bob says, Julian, couldn't help thinking World War I JCB. I like the Mark I gun carrier. That's a cool vehicle. Somebody needs to do a 135 styrene model of that. I think, because it looks pretty cool. Because it wasn't like, because the gun was so big, they couldn't have it enclosed like the Mark IV or the Mark V or Mark I.
Mm-hmm.
So what they did is it's basically the Caterpillar tracks on a deck with storage lockers either side, and then the gun in the middle, and then in between the front and rear storage lockers, it's just racks of ammunition.
Okay.
No protection or anything. Just like this giant moving platform with a massive gun on it.
Stack of explosives. Yeah.
Yeah. With the driver's cab on the back. Puff says it was a Big Jet TV, some model shop in London. Well worth a look. Oh, it was on Big Jet TV. Yeah. I was looking at that channel the other day. What was I watching on it? Oh, it's something interesting though. Julie says, laugh aloud, regarding the tank colours, Mikey, if I recall correctly, they weren't allowed to run it in Lincoln as planned, as the tracks would rip up the ground. Yeah, because they're steel plate tracks. There's the one in in Kent, Margate, is it?
Is it?
They got one as a part of the War Memorial in Kent.
Oh, right.
But it was actually, everyone thinks it's a real one. It wasn't. It was a training one.
Mm-hmm.
It never left the UK.
Still a real one, though.
Oh, you know what I mean.
It was in like a warbird. Well, let's say, as provenance.
Yes. A combat used.
Right.
Ashford, that's it. Ashford in Kent. I should have known that.
Yeah, of course it's going to be Ashford in Kent. You know, the stop for the Eurotunnel. Yeah, back in the
Yeah.
day, it would have been, yes, you're going to Waterloo, and the first stop, we're going to show you one of our tanks.
Yes.
But welcome to the UK.
Yes.
It was originally presented to Ashford because of how much money they raised in bonds during World War One. And what they used to do is they'd use these training tanks that were based at Bovington and stuff, and they'd take them around the country and let people look in them and things. Like, for a certain amount of money, you can climb inside and have a look and see what our brave lads are working in and things. And
for fourpence, Mr. De Geer will take a photograph with you.
Yeah, exactly. So because they raised so much money by doing that, they present him with one of the tanks.
Very nice.
And it's also, if you look at the video on my channel called World War One tank paint schemes, it's that very tank. It's just I changed the colour from green to purple.
Oh, right. Excellent.
GM says satellite links feeble, cuts out. John, try cut part in bowl of water. Part won't fly off then. Bon Scott sang clearly. Brian Johnson never understood anything he said.
Nah.
That's because he did it without an accent. Obviously.
He's not Australian, though.
It's a Yorkshireman, isn't
he?
I believe.
Proper Yorkshire. Puff says, if I remember right, they've done a gold one for presentation model for pilots who have done long service. Oh, I see what you mean. So it's like a statuette thing for pilots, long service trophy sort of thing. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Would be interesting to see that.
At British Airways and the engineering team, when they retire engineers, they often give them a turbine blade.
Yeah.
From one of the engines, because it's a thing of absolute beauty. If you ever see one, the first stage turbine from a jet engine, is just so gorgeously made. And they mount them. They take a chunk out of one of the trailing edge, so you can't reset it, because they're worth about $10,000 on the second-hand market. But of course, if it's a time expired one, you don't actually want that going onto the second-hand market. So take a chunk out of it and then mount them up for the engineers. They look beautiful.
Nice. Joe says, just kidding on the Daytona 500. Not really into it. Son watched it thanks to his gambling app. He was fascinated with the crashes. Only 195 to 200 mile an hour. Just about standards for TT racing, isn't it? June says, Brian Johnson could get himself in trouble simply by naming the players. The batsmen holding the bowlers. Where? There we go.
Yeah, that was Brian Johnson on the radio on Test Match Special. Famously when Michael Holding was bowling a ball to Peter Willey. He said, Willie was bowling to Holding. That's right. Yeah, the bowler was Holding, the batsman's Willie or something like that. And then they collapsed in humour for about 20 minutes.
Oh,
yes, Michael Holding for sure, and I think Peter Willey. Back in the 80s, that would have been. Oh, Aggers, do stop.
One of my favourite cricket commentating things is like they were talking about Brian Lara, his first girl. They named Sydney because she was conceived in Sydney. And the other commentator said, well, just as well they weren't playing in Pakistan at the time. For our American viewers, the stadium over there is called Lahore.
Yeah. Yeah. Dear. Very good.
Or maybe that's India. I can't remember. One of the two. I thought it was funny.
No, that's
regardless.
Pakistan. Absolutely Pakistan. You're right. Absolutely right.
Back in a mo.
yeah.
I'll get some water for the decals.
Julie says, also, Ray Illingworth is relieving himself at the pavilion end, another Brian classic.
Yeah.
Joe, they added restrictor plates in the late 80s. They used to go 225 to 235, nothing like Formula One. Yeah.
Yeah, but haven't got to go through the same corners that F1 does.
Yeah. GM says, hello, plastic mashers. Sorry, very angry with Samsung AI screwing settings up again. Blocked them. I have a shiny new turbine blade from an Avon jet engine.
Lovely.
There we go.
A lovely thing. Well, the groovy thing is like modern passenger jet engines, like the Trents and things, Rolls-Royce Trents and things like that. The turbine blades are a single metal crystal, right? One crystal of metal. They have to grow them in these molds, and they have to operate in temperatures like about 50 degrees above their melting point. So they've got these masses of complex cooling channels and all that molded into them. They're absolutely beautiful things, and they can never go wrong. They can never fail, and it's stunning.
Back.
There you go.
And
So
Sorry, what's that? I was going to say the big inlet fans at the front end that you see ringing around, they make those by putting two sheets of titanium together, then inflating them, blowing them up with I think neon or some sort of to fit the molds, so they're hollow, but they're like welded together first and then inflated, which I think is really cool. It's just so cool, so cool.
TT riders go over 200 miles an hour on public roads with an average lap speed of 131.7 miles per hour on little tiny country roads. Apparently, I was watching a video and one of the drivers saying you don't pick your space on the road. You just look at the white line and try to keep next to it. Because that's all you can see. It's just the blurs of the lines.
I used to go and watch the Le Mans 24-hour back in the day. And the favourite spot at night time was at the end of the Mulsanne Strait, which is where it's a public road. And it's this massive long straight. It's got a kink in the middle of it, and it's huge. And that's where they get up to like them way over 200 miles an hour. Then they hit the crest, this little crest of a hill, and there's a very, very tight right hand, like 90-degree right hander. So they come over this hill at like 210, 220. They've got to sort of get it down to about 70 in not very many feet. And at night time, you see all four brake discs just suddenly go absolutely yellow or white with heat. They're sort of standing on the brakes to slow down enough and then go around the corner. Absolutely. Yeah. How they do this at night time is completely beyond me. It really is.
I totally agree. But so for instance, as I mentioned earlier, like Bathurst, I think it's one of the world's best tracks. Like it's up a bloody big hill and a long Conrod Straight on the way down, and they get up to a pretty decent speed down there as well. But like Mulsanne Straight, it was in the days before they put the chicane near the end. It was phenomenal. But a couple of people died, so they changed it. But it's stunning to watch. But the cars running around there, I'd much rather watch, say, Ferraris and whatnot than things that are meant to look like. Well, they were, Holden Commodores and Ford Falcons back in the day, but they're not made here. So lately they've been Mustangs and some other thing. I don't know. I haven't watched it. I actually don't know.
Graham says, I have an HPT blade from the first ever Trent 900 on my desk. I did the
Nice.
performance test support on the first test.
Fantastic. Oh, they're just beautiful things. They really are. The
Yeah.
engineering inside them it's just phenomenal.
But
It really is.
it's easy to see why they could be so easily damaged as well, doesn't it?
Well, the
why
turbine blades, you've got to go through a lot of engine to get to the first turbine, because it's the first thing that the hot air hits. Once you've
Yeah.
put the fuel in and ignited it, it's the first thing the air hits. It's the first stage turbine. So
Yeah.
it's pretty, unless you break something in the compressor stream upstream and it finds its way through, then it's pretty okay to it. But it is in saying they're in extreme conditions would be a slight understatement.
Yeah.
You know, and as I say, they can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Well done,
You can
Rolls
see-
Royce.
You can see why if there's a bird strike or something, it just completely fucks up the engine.
Hmm.
Well, most of them are designed to survive bird strikes now.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
that, I think Rolls Royce at one time were the largest producer of frozen chicken in the UK,
Yeah.
because they've got cannons that they fire them at aircraft engines to test them for bird strike resistance. And a lot of them are
Yeah.
supposed to contain the failure, let's say.
Joe says, Mikey, what's the stream schedule this week? Planning golf and driving people to Mardi Gras parades tomorrow is Fat Tuesday. No offense, people. So this week we've got today, and then tomorrow we've got the Austin build. Wednesday evening we've got the members, the Corporal's Mess, 7 till 9. Thursday we have got Tornado, and Friday we got Humvee. There we go. I'm usually on Moz's channel on a Monday evening as well. And then you've got your live stream next week, haven't you, Gary?
Next week instead of this week, yeah. That's right. It being Chinese New Year tomorrow.
TVG says, hi, everyone.
Hey, TBG.
Hey. Julian, Murray Walker commenting on Formula 1 was a classic too, e.g. there's nothing wrong with the car except it's on fire.
Yeah.
Julian says, gotta go transport here. Joe says, racing, I always prefer to watch Baja and African desert racing myself. TVG says, don't exterminate anyone, Julian. Aussie Ian says, Bon Scott singing Baby Please Don't Go, dressed as a schoolgirl, smoking a ciggy on national TV, confirms him as the best lead singer of any band. Gary, the modern blades are too big to display safely. We bolted a display blade to a shelf as it kept falling through the glass pane. Surprisingly sharp edges against the glass.
Nice.
Ozzy says, and I'm not that big a fan of Akadaka. Graham says, most bird strike debris goes down the bypass. The fan takes most of the damage, and it's caused by the beaks. Oh, there you go. Cut all the beaks off and they'll be fine. Joe says, Ian, to me, Bon Scott was a bit harder rock. I loved it.
Go. Right. Now, when I did the decals on the instrument panels and radio set and all that, I had a lot of trouble with them. So what I'm thinking is I was using the Mark Fit, the Tamiya Mark Fit. I think it's probably too strong for these decals. So I'm going to tone it down and try the micro set with these. We'll see how that goes. If it goes wrong, I know I can get aftermarket decals for this at Hannon's, but why do that if these ones should work?
Yeah. They're very thin decals they use on the carrier film's very thin.
Yeah, because Man's Model Moments had he had trouble with his decals. I was watching that in as much horror as he would have had. He was struggling with those. So let's see what could possibly go wrong. Don't know how long it'll take. Oh, no, it's ready. Already. It did not take long at all. Right. Yellow there. I've got Highway to Hell in my head now.
James says frozen birds fired at jet engines. Bloody stupid idea. Birds in flight aren't frozen. Space debris is. Weather balloons frozen. True. Tiffany says Mikey does not condone chopping off birds' beaks. Just to clarify, he was making a joke. Yes. Absolutely.
No aircraft engines were harmed in the making of this episode.
Yeah.
Part 11. Two. There we go. Yeah. How far did you get with the engine on the Austin last week, John?
I haven't done anything more. I've got the 4 pieces together, the 2 halves and of the block and the sump and the frame. That's all.
Cool.
There's still plastic.
Yeah. Cool. As long as I'm not behind. TBG says, don't disturb Nodge. He'll put those decals on backwards.
It is backwards.
Dorkosaurus says, hello. Hello, Dorkosaurus. Jem says, a Raf caribou collided with a pelican. Its large beak was opened in flight from wing edge and caused the plane to yaw badly in flight.
Oh, yeah.
TVG says, hi, William. Who's William? Prince William? Who knows? Who knows?
Or dares to dream.
Yes. I mean, little George does do scale modelling, so you never
does
know.
indeed. He does indeed.
So you never know. He may watch scale modelling channels.
Oh, the poor thing.
I know, right?
Yes. Tweezers. Or as we say in Wales, Geffel. Oh, do you think? Doug says, Will I am.
And he says, hi, TVG. There you go. Jem says, we had another caribou damaged in the Vietnam War. It could not fly straight. Its call sign was Oscar Mike Useless. Paul says, how can you improve a Hamden? A bird strike.
Oh, harsh. Harsh.
Jim says, ooh, Paul, crash. Right. That's pretty much the cockpit put together. Ozzy Ian says, John, to help that song out of your head, remember, it's a long shop when you got
Long way to the shop when you want a chicken roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, a chicken roll is like a spring roll, but it's got other stuff in it. But yeah, it was used in one of the campaigns there. It's a long way to the shop if you want a chicken roll.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, I don't know if it was used in advertising, but you know, it certainly did the rounds in the schoolyards.
Back in day.
Back when we had milk bars.
In John's day.
Way the hell. Oh, crap. No singing. No, well.
No. Just because Mod is in there doesn't mean she won't punish you.
No fun.
No, you can have fun. You just got to abide by the rules, John, like everyone else does. No, that one. Rich is in. He says, hello, guys. How are you all doing? Hello, Rich. We haven't seen you in here for a while, bud. How are you doing? Oh, the last week's Austin stream, John, has got 40 likes now.
Don't know why.
It
didn't do much.
It must be the novelty of a new build. Tiff says, my local Chinese takeaway do special spring rolls. They're huge and filled with chicken chow mein.
Deary me.
And remember, people, nobody get offended on Tiff's behalf. She doesn't like it.
No, absolutely not.
TVD says, careful, Nodge. Modders will get her whip out. He likes it, he does.
So the reason I chose the scheme I have is because it's got Hampden written on the nose, just to piss the brother off more.
Excellent.
Rich says, "So I've been a little busy and had a cold, but I'm good now. It's no problems, buddy. You're under no obligation to watch." Paul says, "I heard that."
Crapulent. Where did the other one I cut off go?
Who knows?
Crikey, blimey.
It is a very nice paint job you've done on that, John.
Oh. There we go.
So what else is happening in the modelling world at the minute?
I don't know really.
Well,
No idea.
the Dow's at 50,000.
Is it indeed?
It's a weird time of year, isn't it? Because everyone's just done their releases, but there's nothing else really happening, like shows and stuff. Well, there's not many happening.
There's a big one. Isn't the US Toy Fair, American Toy Fair coming soon or this week or something? I think I saw like the American version of Nuremberg, essentially. I believe that's around now. Maybe I'll go one year.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
In about 3 years' time?
Yeah, maybe. Sometime in the future when circumstances suit and finances suit and things like that. I'll go.
When it's turned into the Hunger Games, yeah.
Yeah. Quite.
Jim says, "John versus Paul, 30-30. Love all." Oh, dear God. Tiffany says, "Shh, TPG. No one knows that one." Joe says, "The Marley twins, so alike yet so different."
Yeah.
Matthew says, "Think I did my corporal membership right this time, Mikey. You did, and thank you for becoming a member, buddy. You absolutely did." Paul says, "Yes, Joe, I choose nice things for myself. Or for my shelf, rather."
Yeah.
Like objet d'art and things like that.
You are.
I know, right? So that makes me sound almost intelligent. Almost.
God.
Scary thought.
Yeah.
I know. I did have a fun weekend of booking stuff. That was good. So we booked a hotel. Well, we booked a flight from Perth to Singapore. We booked a hotel in Perth. And I booked my flights for Nuremberg next year.
Nice.
So I'm all ready to rock and roll at Nuremberg. Fantastic.
Excellent. That should be fun for you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's a really good show. Just very, very, very large.
John equals Cachen.
Yep.
Matthew says, "Blenheim, Beaufort, and Beaufighter next notch."
No.
I like them. I want to do a long nose Blenheim at some point. I like the Blenheim. Saying that, short nose is quite nice as well. TVG says, I've almost finished the second Spitfire Mark 1 and resurrected the third. Now, what scheme do I put the third Mark 1 in? Whatever scheme you want. Night Fighter scheme.
It depends on the colours underneath. Like, are any of them black and white, or are you gone for aluminium or Sky Type S?
I think the Seafire would be a nice one to do at some point.
Which one of the many Seafires were you thinking of?
The new Airfix one.
Seafire.
Because I like the Fleet Air Arm scheme.
Yeah. Trying to think. So that'd be a 17, I think, because the Merlin engine ones didn't have the. They tended to have what's it called, Northern Temperate camouflage.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the Fleet Air Arm.
Yeah.
Whereas the 17s started off with extra dark sea grey at the top and the sides.
Yeah.
And then the Sky Type S underside. And then when they went to the Far East, they just had like a stripe of extra dark sea grey on the top, and the sides were mainly Sky Type S.
Yeah.
There's a lovely picture of my dad's carrier at Subic Bay in the Philippines. And on the aircraft ranged at the front of their C-5 47s, and half of them are in the old scheme and half of them in the new one. That's really quite cool.
Yeah, I quite like Fleet Air Arm colours. I want to do a Gannet as well at some point.
Yeah. Still haven't finished.
I like the
mine.
Gannet.
Still haven't finished mine.
It's a shame I can't remember which one it was that was outside our local college. What tail number and that? So that'd be a cool one to do.
The one without the gannet? They've all got the gannet. It's a standard British bird.
Yeah.
And it always fascinated me every time we drove past it. One thing that did impress me is my dad, who does very little to do with aircraft and stuff, other than the fact that he used to work in Airbus. But other than that, he was the one that actually told me it was a Gannet. And to this day, I don't know how he knew, because I've never seen him read a book on aircraft or anything. He's never really been into aircraft and things. He likes air shows, but other than that, where have we got to? TVG says not the third, the fourth. Are you sure it's not the third or fourth? Little Genesis there. Jim says clearing late friends model collection over weekend, found a 124th Bondi P51D kit unbuilt. Not seen that before. Simple kit but beautiful smooth finish, hard plastic moulding.
Oh yeah, I know the one. Yeah. When it arrived at Frontline, Colin was showing me. I'm just like, sorry, not interested. Well, why not?
Trevor says, Gary, is there a hotel near the hall, and is there any age limit for entry to the show?
If you're talking about Nuremberg, hotels around Nuremberg are insanely difficult to get because there is not that many, and a load of them are already booked. I've got an Airbnb type thing. To get into the show, you have to be part of the trade. It's a trade show, so you have to be
trade or press.
Trade or a trader, an exhibitor or press. They don't allow public visitors, unfortunately.
Yeah. Paul says, "What kit are you working on, Gary?"
It is the Revell British Aerospace 146 Series 200 in the colours of Air UK. An aircraft I flew on as a passenger many years ago, and which I rather like. I like the 146, always have. So I thought I'd give it a go.
Do you ever watch
A me
YouTube
build.
channel Mentor Pilot, Gary?
No.
He's a Scandinavian pilot who's always flown 737s.
All right.
But he talks through like news on aviation and stuff, civil aviation or aviation accidents and things, and he talks you through it from a pilot's point of view and everything. That's really good because he explains, like, you know, if there's a problem with like part of the fuel system or something, he explains how it works and, you know, what they have to do to change between the different systems and things. It's pretty cool. TBG says, dark earth, dark green, and aluminium underneath.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
An early one. Yeah, very early.
Jem says, the kit decals are 77 Squadron, Louis Spencer's A68, 809. Doubt the decals are usable. Kit made in 1972.
Ooh.
Gino says, hello, Mikey, John, and Gary, and to all in chat. Hello, Gino.
Hey, Gino.
Hope you're feeling better, buddy.
I think
Trevor says, okay, thanks.
Yeah, I've got this set. RAF Squadrons of the BTOF, British Commonwealth Occupation Force of Japan. But this is before, it's not Korea, but it's before Korea. So they're all very similar.
Yeah.
But I don't think I have enough left. So it doesn't have Spencer's scheme in it. Mind you, the Edward boxing is still available.
Yeah. Matthew says, be right back. My chilblains are hungry. Not good. Gino says, your hammer is looking very nice, John.
Thank you.
Rich says,
hear that, Paul?
Having a little break from modelling because I'm having new flooring put in, a new fridge and freezer. They'll be doing that in March, and I have to get everything sorted before then. Sounds busy.
Jesus, I know that feeling.
David says, hi, Gino. Yeah, you're having a lot of renovations done to your house, aren't you, Gary?
For fuck's sake, yeah, we are. Sadly, we are.
Not through your choice either, by the sound of it.
No, absolutely not. Well, okay, so the bedroom could do with the paint. That's fine, but no. It needs a new floor, apparently.
A new floor.
Oh, good. So everything's got to come out the bedroom. Considering it's a loft conversion, so everything actually has to come down a flight of stairs as well as out of the bedroom.
And you've got to take that waterbed out and your mirrored ceiling.
Well, we don't have the mirrored ceiling, thank you so much, but we do have the waterbed, and that we have a chap who comes around to deflate it.
Does he go wow chicka wow wow as he's doing it?
No, and he hasn't even got a moustache.
No, Ron Jeremy
though. No, he's not a man of the 70s, 80s, or whenever. The esteemed Mr. Jeremy, thespian of this parish, was active. No, it's so the water needs to be drained out, and it's about half a ton of water in the thing.
Out of interest, does it not go stagnant over time?
No, because you add water treatments to it, and it's sealed off, so there's no oxygen getting into it. So the oxygen that's already in it is there's a water treatment system that stops it going off or anything like that. Keeps it fresh. So every 6 months or so, you pour this water treatment, and it also preserves the vinyl inner of the bed.
Yeah,
as well. It keeps it soft and supple. So it's all very clever stuff, really. It's all very high engineer stuff, really.
Oh, we didn't expect you to go for low class,
Well, we've had it 24 years.
Hmm.
Maria bought it for my 40th birthday because I was having a lot of trouble with my back, and she'd read online that these things are very, very good for your back, and they seem to be. I mean, they're incredibly comfortable.
Yeah.
Seem to be very supportive. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't go back to a regular divan these days at all. I don't think. Given the choice.
I like pocket sprung with memory foam on top. That's nice and comfy. Especially in the winter if you have fleece sheets and fleece bedding on. Because it's just so warm and cozy then. It's lovely.
But the other thing with the waterbed is you have to have a trickle heater so
Yeah.
the water doesn't get cold. Obviously, it's really bad for you to sleep on cold water.
Yeah.
So you can set the water temperature. So mine's, I think, about 23 degrees. I think Maria's is about 26 or 27 this time of year.
Yeah. I still reckon you got bloody mirrors ceiling or something.
No.
Pretending you're all high class and highbrow. Where do we get to?
I think Maria barely can stomach looking at me normally, let alone a reflection as well, for crying out loud. Poor thing.
Jem says, John, I doubt I'll build it. If you're interested, I can pass it on to you or the museum.
It's up to you, Jim. Like, don't feel compelled one way or the other, but I don't think they do have the Korean exhibition does have a reel where it's got shows. So for those who don't know, 77 Squadron RWF, when they were in the Korean War, the CO of the squadron was killed doing a strafing run, and they brought somebody else in to replace him. But he was, we've got a mock-up of Spitfire that he flew when he was, I think it was 75 Squadron. I'm not sure, maybe 78. But either way, but his aircraft is rather well known in Australia.
Gino says, John, don't listen to your twin. You have good taste.
You hear that, Paul?
And Gino says, what are you building, Mikey? I am building the Airfix 172nd Vampire. Oh. Because it was just an easy thing to grab out of the cupboard that I could build on today's stream. What I should have done is prime the parts, really, but never mind.
Yes, what you heard there was Jailbreak. So I'm going through the whole repertoire apparently now. Thank you, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
What I heard was Ozzy going, eh. How's that, mate?
Oh, I had a visitor today.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
did Tim
Yeah.
visit you, did he?
It was Timbo and his lovely daughter and wife.
Timmy.
They're transiting through on the way to Sydney.
Nice.
All well, I hope.
Oh, very well, yeah.
Excellent.
So, yeah, Robin just happened to be the first nappy change in this house with my family. So, and I didn't have to do it. It was great. Well, I don't know if it was great or not because I didn't even inspect it afterwards because,
Well, yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah. It's rude to do that sort of thing.
Yes.
If there's anybody watching.
It's when Tim finally gets pissed off with you and chucks the nappy at you. That's when you got to worry. Jim says, Gino, careful there. Don't get between the two boys, John and Paul. They both have sharp knives. Yeah, but they'd only hurt themselves with TVG says, Mikey, Waitrose isn't telling you that he needs to have the Iron Maiden and rack removed. Yeah.
My dungeon.
Oh, is that the one where Nick lives?
No, he has his own private dungeon. He's done very well in life, so he can afford his own.
Yes. Surrounded by kits and fishnets and things.
Yes.
Jim says, hello to all on screen and chat. Hello, Jim.
Hello, Jim.
TVG saying hi to Jim, and Jim saying hi to TBG. There we go. We've got 32 people watching, which is surprising considering it's such a quiet stream today. But welcome.
Apropos of nothing much, I've noticed online over the weekend that in an interesting reversal of Empire fortunes, the Royal Air Force is now hiring Indian Air Force instructors on their fast jet course because we don't have enough instructors. So we're getting the Indian Air Force to do fast jet training for us at Valley.
Oh, interesting.
Isn't that an interesting sort of imperialist turnaround that, yes, you know, we trained their Air Force in the early days, blah, blah, blah. And now it's like, say, chaps, I've got a spare few minutes to help us out here, have you? Help out the old country, you know what? It's funny.
Yeah. Britain just ain't what it used to be.
Yeah.
Especially in the armed forces.
Mm-hmm.
So I reckon that decal's going to silver overnight. I think the other ones are okay, but that didn't go down too well. We shall see.
I know they trigger Gary, but RF regiment wear chin straps with their caps, right?
They do, yes.
Yeah. So, how does that work when they're allowed to grow beards?
Christ alone knows.
Do they have to unclip it on one side and put it under and clip it back up again or something?
Christ alone knows. But, however, what you will see, and I'm delighted with the accuracy of detail by the Royal Air Force Museum here, in that they have mannequins with various RAF uniforms.
Yeah.
The one with the RAF regiment gunner has his chin strap down, but quite correctly has the strap done up over the peak as well.
Yeah.
So you know that it goes over the peak, and there's a little thing. You slide the buckle over, then you can flop the chin strap down. Well, on the RAF regiment, we had two chin straps on the cap. One that stayed there permanently because it looked right, and then one that actually went under your chin. So I'm really glad they got that detail correct. That's very fine. But yeah, I don't know what they do for beards. It never was an issue to us because we weren't allowed to have beards.
But if you think about it, if you have the chin strap underneath, then it's if you have it underneath the beard, then it's going to force the beard up and forwards. And if you have it in front of the beard, then you're going to have your beard pulled back like a bloody ponytail or something. You
see, back in the day, the Royal Navy used to have the chin straps on their hats. But they went properly under the chin. Yeah. But the regiment have always been like a lot of the infantry regiments of the army. It's just been just under the turn of the chin. Yeah. Mainly to keep your mouth shut so you don't answer back, I suspect. But there we go. That's just my opinion. Yeah. But the Navy used to have it in a more practical, further back towards the throat position, so your hat wouldn't get blown off by a nor'wester off Finisterre or whatever on your duty. Yeah. Whereas the gunners used to have it just under on the edge, very edge of the chin. It was always a fine detail of where exactly it went. So yeah, if you've got a beard, it ain't going to go there. It's quite simple. It just is not going to go there. I'll have to have a look. There's a lot of videos around that people have filmed them doing public events.
LED light displays.
Well, during the daytime, so fortunately I won't have to watch that and feel rather unwell.
That's traumatizing.
It's just absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, almost as bad as the cavalry having to have lights on lances. Yeah. It's just like really
just wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everything used to be because, well, certainly for the continuity drill squad, Queen's Colour Squadron, now the King's Colour Squadron, of course. The big thing they always used to point out was that everything was from the drill manual, AP818A, drill and ceremonial. I don't recall any chapter, paragraph, or sentence of that defining how one attaches LED lights to a sidearm or a firearm. So I can't see that they can claim that anymore.
Yeah.
But there we go. It's just me. Just crusty old complaining me.
Problem is with the RAF, because it's so
still
young,
damn good soldiers. So that's the good thing.
Well, there's not that many left of them now, is there?
No, the few that are left are damn good soldiers.
Yeah. They're really good at checking those gates on Cyprus.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I've got a training aid here. Just grab this because we're talking
Have you
about
indeed?
shin straps and whatnot. So,
Oh, right. There we go.
right. So this bit here, like that little bit there, you got two sort of buckles. So what happens is they slide, and that becomes a chin strap in inclement weather. So just bear with. There we go. So you pull them out like that, and then that can go down and keep it on your head.
Mhm.
But I've only had to do that once on a parade.
Does it still fit your big head?
Yeah, of course.
Without your headphones on, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, let me.
We'll give you at least a fighting chance.
Well, it's only what
3 years.
3 years. So yeah, my head doesn't change.
You'd be surprised.
Well,
mine's got considerably fatter. John really has. It needs of in years. I mean,
God,
there's been a shift of weight.
Tell you what does annoy me, Gary, is how much material.
I tell you what does annoy me, Gary.
Yeah.
So, punctuation.
They've the amount of material they've removed from berets now to make it look more like the tiny officer ones.
Oh, jeez! And they have the badges on the side of their heads these days. Right?
Yeah, like the paras.
Not bloody Americans. Oh, very smart.
There you go.
Good man. Excellent.
Full Monty all the way.
Good lad.
Still works.
Suit you, sir. Suit you.
Yeah.
Yes, the habit they have of putting the badges on the side of their heads and things like that. It's just you're not American, please.
No.
Over the left eye, please.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it seems to have been creeped, doesn't it, from the ATCs and stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, as I say, still stand next to them in a firefight happily, but I would spend a lot of time before and after the event bitching about their uniform and how they wear it. Yeah.
Well, the MTP uniform was designed to be like an American uniform, so you don't have to tuck it in, so it's more comfortable. And then they changed the bloody dress regs to say you have to tuck it in. It's a combat jacket, not a shirt. Yes. Jesus.
And the whole thing is just a bit of a strangeness to me. But things move on. Understand.
It was the other day. The RAF announced that they've now changed the dress regulations again.
Oh, crying out loud!
So that now their MTPs don't have to be tucked in.
Right. Right. I know we sound like crusty old reactionaries. Well, I certainly do. Yeah. And I probably am quite proud to be a crusty old reactionary in many ways. But it is quite distressing to me.
Yeah.
The changes that are made to all of our armed forces, not just the RAF regiment, to all of our armed forces. Yeah. And I can't honestly see a lot of it is that much to the better.
No.
I really can't.
They'll be having elasticated ties next.
Oh no! God knows what. They'll probably won't even have to turn up in uniform unless they want to. Next, it'll be optional.
It surprised me that they haven't got clip-on ties already. I know they started them years ago, didn't they? They tried them out.
Well, the people who most used to have clip-on ties, of course, were the RF police.
Yeah.
So that if
Because they got
someone tried to grab them by the throat and the tie, it would just come off in their hands.
Yeah.
Were there to be some sort of affray going on, which of course is sort of bread and butter to what they used to do.
Yeah. Which is why
But,
the Royal Military Police never wore ties.
Yeah. But yeah, I know it'll be patent leather caps for the boots next or something. You know, it'd be easy, clean.
Tornado paint on the toe caps.
If they even do that anymore, I'm not. You know,
I'm not sure they do. You know, now.
Well, I think for dress, no number one dress, I would imagine they still have shiny shoes.
Yeah.
But and boots, but yeah, most of the time. I do remember there was a time when they said you couldn't have shiny toe caps on your boots combat plebs for the use of pair ones because of the infrared reflectance. They said if you're in a large group of you, would reflect too much infrared.
Yeah.
So okay, right. Okay. Right.
Here we go. Here are the new dress regulations, Gary. Just to upset you.
Okay.
The RAF dress regs 2026.
Under no circumstances wear a dress. Number 2.
Facial hair, full goatees are now authorised.
Full
Hair,
goatees.
Yep. While shorter sides, back, or shave styles are allowed, mohawk, mohican, and mullet styles are still prohibited. Jewelry: a maximum of 4 earrings is allowed, including smart technology rings. 4 rings rather than 4 earrings. Right. Smart technology rings subject to local personal electronic device rules. Earrings: women may wear up to 4 earrings per ear, 3 in the lobe, 1 helix stud. For formal ceremonial occasions, only 1 pair of gold studs in the earlobes is permitted. So they're cutting round now with bloody 4 ear piercings in each ear.
Fuck's sake.
Nail varnish. Right. Nail varnish. Women may wear any nail colour excluding neon, metallic or glitter finishes. For ceremonial events, nail polish must be clear, nude or French tip. So they're also cutting round in bloody blue, red and black nail varnish and things now as well. Uniform and clothing changes. PCS jacket. The lightweight PCS jacket is now to be worn untucked. Badges. A new brassard layout has been introduced for cadets. Number 2's SD, service dress. Service working dress now allows for a tie to be admitted when wearing a jersey, and metal flying badges are introduced for service blues. There you go. So now, if they're wearing a sweater, they don't have to wear a tie either. So the ladies can all go around with the hair, because they don't have to have it in a bun anymore, do they? They can have it in a ponytail. So they can go around with a black nail varnish on, their hair down, and 8 piercings in each.
Given that they're so keen on making everything gender neutral,
yeah,
I would expect there's going to be some chaps who'll be saying, "Whoa, hang about! I want 4 earrings." If we're all air specialists nowadays, because we're not allowed to be air men and air women, we're all supposed to be gender neutral. You can't have gender specific uniform regs anymore.
Well, exactly.
I would imagine. I mean, out of sheer devilment, that would be my next call to the CO's office. Were I there. I mean, not that I particularly want 4 earrings, but I just want 4 earrings out of sheer devilment.
Yeah.
You both realise you don't have to care anymore, yeah?
Oh, I do though, John. You know how it is, mate.
It's called regimental pride. I know the Aussies don't have it, but
it's just a thing, mate, isn't it? It's just like all the things we used to do and we were so proud of, and you just see them being whitewashed out of the whole thing. Why bother wearing light blue uniforms anymore? Just wear what you like, crying out loud.
Yeah.
Don't call officers and warrant officers sir. Just call them by their first names, because that's cool. That's cool. That's being down with the kids. You know what I mean? It's just like, Yeah, the bottom line is this is supposed to be a military operation. We don't have to follow the same rules as everyone else.
It's supposed to look professional.
Yeah. I don't know.
Joe
I know
says,
they've got recruitment problems. That's it. That's why they're doing it.
Yeah. Joe says, yesterday, wife and I had numerous musical discussions. She hates the Electric Light Orchestra. I love them.
What? Huh?
I like
Hates
it.
ELO? Hates ELO? Oh my good God.
I like Mr. Blue Sky.
That my first ever gig I went to was the Electric Light Orchestra at Wembley Arena.
Bloody hell, that's going back somewhere.
It was when they were touring Out of the Blue, the album from which Mr. Blue Sky is taken. The last track on side 3. Thank you very much. Last track of Concerto for a Rainy Day. Absolutely brilliant.
Jim says, thanks, John. It's a nice, simple kit. Just unsure what to do with it because it's so large. First nappy anniversary. Oh dear.
Yes.
He also says, I don't recall any of us using the chin strap on our hats.
No, it's a one-off for us. I think it was a practice for a parade, but it was a gale force wind. But yeah.
Matthew says, my QCS friend Jock said the chin strap was to prevent skin cancer. Tiff says, very spiffing, John.
Absolutely.
Jem, my hat still fits. Everything else doesn't. Even the shoes have shrunk. My Korean uniform fits her. There you go. Gino, it seems a decent fit, the Revel kit, Gary.
Yes, it's not a bad little thing, actually. It's all right.
Joe says, badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Mark Fisher is in. He says, you didn't mention that the RAF can request vegan uniforms. Yes, they can.
Oh, fuck. What's a vegan uniform, for God's sake?
It doesn't use any animal leather in the belts and shoes.
Doesn't use animal leather.
Yeah.
Oh dear God! They best not have a look inside the Arctic survival packs then for the gloves that have got the mink fur square on the back.
Yeah.
For wiping your nose on. Because nylon freezes at about -40, so they have real fur ones.
Yeah. Jem says, we don't have these gender problems with ROCAF and just stuff. Yeah. Only it's a Western thing, isn't it? It's getting daft. Joe says, I know what you're thinking, John. Squirrel! Yeah. It's just mad.
Vegan uniform. Just
I knew that would make you happy, Gary.
Do you not think it harks back to the Indian Mutiny, this concept of soldiers refusing because the rounds were greased allegedly with pork fat or whatever when they actually weren't anyway?
Yeah.
And things like that, I can't do that. I'm vegan, right? Okay, so if the chap who shoots at you is a carnivore, does that mean you're going to be okay? You can excuse yourself. What the hell? Grow a pair and get on with it. Vegan uniform, for Christ's sake.
It's like a tripwire with you, this, isn't it?
Oh man, I mean,
you go off like a bloody trip flare.
You know what? It's like the RF police known as snowdrops. What are they going to be now? Snowflakes. It's like, sir, the corporal shouted at me, sir, can I go and lie down and have a vegan tea, please, sir? Yes, of course. We take your concerns very seriously. Off you go. Go and lie down. Are you sure you don't want counselling?
If you think that's bad, Gary, imagine what's going to happen when the woke people in the army realise that the RF Royal Military Police are known as monkeys.
Oh yeah, yeah. You imagine someone says, "Oh, you can't call them rock apes anymore." You better try stopping people calling me a bloody rock ape. Is all I can say. Just try. just try
I mean, yeah,
dissing that name to me. Dissing that name to me.
How,
You know,
how
that
else
would
are we
not
going to know
happen.
who to make the fun of?
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I mean? So, what else you can do? Probably won't be able to call them gunners soon, because that's like too violent a name.
Yeah.
You have to call them something else.
When we were training for
LED operatives or something, you know.
When we were training for Iraq, they said most of the time when you're patrolling, you'll be doing it in your floppy hat or your beret. And we're like,
yeah,
why? And they went, because helmets look too aggressive. I went, what?
Yeah, soft
we're in a war zone.
Yeah. You know, I've been there, done that. Soft hat diplomacy, fine, great. And to be fair, you know, the hats we had in the old days wouldn't have stopped anything anyway, so you know, didn't make any difference. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit of a joke, really, now, isn't it? You're getting to a point where you just think, look, guys, should we be like Costa Rica and just like stop all this, set it all off, and then just like sit here on our little island and just keep quiet and hope nobody notices us, and then maybe they'll go away.
I happen to know someone who's a current serving sergeant major, right? And he was saying the other day that he was in briefings, and even the officers now, the colonels now, are starting to refer to the British Army as a defence force instead of an army.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
No.
It's very sad. Very, very sad. Yeah. But there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. What can you do?
In my time, the RAF police were known as scuffers.
Yeah.
David says, was always proud to wear my uniform. First leave, we all went home in number 2s, and Mum found her tag in the jacket. She had made it. What was the chance? She worked at Polikov's, who had the contract.
How about that? Excellent.
Neil Micklethwaite is in. He says, snowdrops in my day.
Yeah. Yep, snowdrops.
Yes.
We call them snowdrops.
Yeah. We call them red caps or monkeys in the RMP. GM says, the only leather items we had were the shoes. The uniform was polyester plastic crap. Korean uniforms are cotton weave brilliant. Yeah. There we go. I don't know what the hell I was made out of fabric, obviously. Leather boots. Beret had a leather band around it. Yeah, and belts. It was like webbing stuff.
Yep. All webbing.
Unless it was a stable belt. But you're only allowed to wear them under certain conditions.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't allowed to wear them in theatre and things. But our one made brilliant bottle opener, which was handy being real. It's great. On exercise, you just sit there, unfasten your stale belt, and just crack a beer open with your belt.
Oh dear, yeah. I found my stable belt when I was clearing out my dad's place.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah, stable belt. And I thought, it actually only goes halfway round me now. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. I've put on quite a few inches on the waist there, I think.
Yeah. Well, I've still got my combat jacket from the Falklands and my combat jacket from Iraq. I think I've got a couple of T-shirts as well from when I was in. But they don't go anywhere near me anymore. I just keep them for sentimental reasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
I burned the trousers, though, because they had blood on. So got rid of them.
Did you have a period?
No, I was in a war zone, John. We actually landed in the war zone. We didn't fly over them. Joe, in the UK, had Costa Rican weather, I'd visit more often.
Yeah, true.
Matthew, I did a kit display for RF Veteran Branch. The station warrant officers turned up on painted shoes. At least mine were bald. Yeah. They used to use tornado paint, didn't they, for doing it?
Yeah. They've all used all sorts of stuff. And what do they do with their time if they're not cleaning? Oh, really?
Yeah.
On their phones playing Minecraft or something.
Well, that was the other advantage of having those things in place, was it kept them occupied in their downtime.
Yeah,
Stop them
absolutely.
messing around and things.
And learning discipline and learning self-respect and thinking, yes, I can do better or I can look better. All the things that military is supposed to be about.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so the tail boom on that is. Oh, it doesn't help, does it? There you go. That one goes there.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Mark Fish says the one thing you can guarantee is that the uniforms were made by the lowest bidder. Yeah.
Actually, no. You can guarantee that the uniforms were made by the best mate of the Minister of Defence at the time.
Yes.
Not necessarily the lowest bidder. Chap who went to school with the boss.
The one thing that always impressed me with our uniforms, Combat 95s, was how well they did with flame retardants as a flame retardant material.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously, being Remy, we had supposedly flame retardant overalls. Well, they were flame retardant, but one day I was grinding some oil tanks down, fuel tanks, and polishing all the paint off them, grinding all the paint off. And I thought, my crotch is getting very warm. What's going on? And when I looked,
enjoying it that much, my God.
Well, been using the grinder, and the sparks had literally melted
grinder.
all the crotch in the overalls.
That's how they got the name for the app.
Yeah, but the sparks had melted away the entire crotch of the uniform, but hadn't done any damage whatsoever to my combats underneath.
Wow.
And I thought that was quite impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you probably thought it was quite impressive later. At the time, you probably did think that.
I thought it was hilarious.
Logically, you put, yeah.
I just remember I switched the grind off and looked down and went, huh, that's weird.
The
app
crotch
off
of my
down.
uniform appears to have melted.
Yeah, it appears to have disappeared. So obviously, I had to show my staff sergeant because I had to get some new overalls. And he was like, how the hell have you done that? I went, I don't know. I think the sparks just melted the material away. He said, but
I don't know, but I liked it.
He said, but that's supposed to be the PPE, not your uniform. I was like, yeah, it's good if I was wearing my uniform underneath them this time, wouldn't it? Because quite often in the desert, we didn't.
Because it's a desert.
Yes. And it's bloody hot. But our OC didn't understand that. Because he lived in an air-conditioned office and never came out of it. Except for when he came out to complain at us. Mr. Major, whatever his stupid bloody name was. He came out and said, he realised one of the lads wasn't wearing a t-shirt under his overalls. And he said, why haven't you got a uniform on? I said, because it's too hot, sir. And he went, I don't care, you're supposed to be wearing a uniform. The regulations say you're supposed to have 2 layers on your overalls, uniform under your overalls. Remember, sir, it's too hot, it's 40 degrees. And he went, I don't care, get your uniforms on. Nobody's to be wearing the overalls without the uniform on anymore. And we're like, fine. So what we did is instead of just stripping down to the waist, we stripped up to the waist instead. So we just wore boxers under our overalls instead of wearing our combat trousers. And we just wore a t-shirt on top. So it looked like we were wearing our uniform. Because we're not idiots. GM says, I still haven't used the RAF blue belt. It's pretty much bulletproof and still works.
Yeah.
And Matthew, tornado paint either cracks or turns violet when wet. That would be
my God. 9 minutes left already.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Thank goodness.
Bloody hell.
Haven't we done well?
Haven't we, indeed?
It's almost like we've done this before.
Nah.
Ooh, got 21 likes as well. Nice.
Ooh.
GM says, you may have to keep Mr. Evans away from military pageants, I think. I get a sense of impending confrontational affronting very soon.
No, I'm happy to go and chat with the people, but it just bemuses me. It doesn't anger me so much anymore. It just bemuses me.
Yeah. They're just trying. It's almost like they're trying to Americanize everything, isn't it?
But everything they do, I just sit and go, but why?
Yeah.
Just why? Why
it's
have you
worked
done
for the last, couple hundred years. Why change it?
Yeah.
Well. Tiffany says, "Thank God, no one asked for proof of full uniform under them overalls, Mikey."
Yeah.
Yeah, very true. But he was happy as long as he saw a T-shirt underneath, so
yeah,
we didn't bother. Although he did have a go at me one day for using too much water in the shower. Because you have to, because we're on a water shortage thing, you're supposed to just pump it and then 3 times and then just let it run out. And then that was it. That was your shower. So that gave you about 30 seconds of shower. And I was covered, up to my biceps in oil and grease and everything. And my face was covered in everything because of work I've been doing that day. So I was a little bit longer because I made sure I had a proper wash and everything. And I got out of the shower and he went, "You do realise there's a water shortage, don't you, Craftsman?" And I went, "Yes, sir." And he went, "Well, that was a bit more than 3 pumps on the shower, wasn't it?" I went, "Well, all due respect, sir, I haven't been sat in an office all day. I'm a vehicle
With all
mechanic."
due respect, sir, what are you doing hanging around the showers?
Yes. Well, that was the thing. He had to share our shower block because the accommodation in Iraq was just tents, and then you had a tunnel that went between them, and the shower room was attached to that tunnel.
Still sounds a bit suspect to me, mate.
Yeah, but I said, you do realise oil and grease, axle grease, and things are carcinogenic, sir. If I don't wash them off, they can cause me a lot of health problems later in life, and it'd be your fault.
So,
well, in future, make sure you just stick to the water shortage rule. Right? Yeah, fuck off. Fucking jumped up, overgrown prick.
Yeah, back to your office, Rupert.
Yes, back to your air-conditioned office.
So you didn't appreciate him scrubbing your back, though?
Yeah.
It was just singing that was the worst. That's how I knew the OC was in the bloody cubicle next to me. Trevor says,
"We're taking a number."
Good to see that ICM have another award. Yeah.
Yes, they did. Model Fans Model of the Year for aircraft. For the
let's see,
Henschel.
HS123.
Yeah. Stunningly good kit.
Really Joe says, Americanize it. Come on, Mikey, don't blame us. Man up. You all do everything first. Just ask the king of the heathens. No, they're making our uniforms and everything slowly more and more like the American style uniforms.
Yeah.
You know how they go to the lowest bidder? A couple of years ago, well, 10 years ago, no, probably closer to 15, our uniforms were very nearly made in China.
Very nearly. Oh, great. Oh, dear.
And then there's a bit of a public outcry. Everyone just goes, "What the hell? Oh, yeah, maybe we should change it." Dickheads.
Yeah.
Thing is, if we made our own military uniforms and equipment in our own countries, then that would do a lot of good for the economy.
Yeah.
Industry and things like that. Instead of bloody handing it out to other countries and boosting their economy instead.
Yep. So that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Joe says, "Don't force me to chug the last 5 of my Guinness stouts." I'll join you.
Do it.
We can have one on the members live stream on Wednesday, Joe. Wednesday night. I do like my Guinness stout. Matthew says Chinese Remploy. And the other thing is, as well, is the channel is now up to 750 subscribers.
Woohoo!
Hmm.
Excellent.
Which is what Joe's referring to, because he said when it hits 800, he'll drink a Guinness Extra Stout.
Ah, right.
And he's discovered now that he actually likes Guinness Extra Stout.
So it's not so much of a big deal then to say,
No.
I'm going to drink it. Yeah, but you're going to anyway, mate. But thanks, sir. Yeah, thanks for the effort. Cool.
I'll tell you what has been cool lately as well is more and more people are doing channel art, like fan art type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because Nat sent me some AI pictures that she'd done.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew's been sending me some, and they're actually really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I might, on the Facebook page, set up and the Discord, set up a fan art section, and then people can upload them onto there and then put them on Facebook. Show everyone.
Cool. Good.
I think that'd be cool.
Yep, absolutely.
Joe says, "You think that's funny, John? Our Homeland Security uniforms were made in Mexico." Squirrel.
Wow.
Tiff says, "Woohoo! 50 away from 800! Yay!"
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
What am I doing?
Okay, he's finished painting the purple in her room today. She's just finished it now.
Excellent.
So it looks like it's like a lavender color, like a light purple. Looks very nice. So Morgan stopped over for the weekend, and so he helped to do the first coat on the two walls that she's doing purple.
Jolly good.
Yeah, and then she's done the second coat today. Whilst we've been on it.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Her craft room is slowly coming together.
All right. So the decals are mainly done. I've got a couple of stencils to go around the horizontal stab, and a couple. There's one on each of the flaps, one on each of the ailerons, like WT, the wired earth sort of stencils. But most of it's done. As I said, hammed on the nose there, and it doesn't have flashes.
Yeah.
It's only got the serial number on the rudder there, and on the empennage. But
Yeah.
there we go. So and bloody big numbers underneath.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We've got 2.5 minutes left. Hopefully, modders will be back tomorrow, so we'll have intros and outros again, which look a lot better. Yeah, that's looking good, Gary.
It's a lovely aeroplane, isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is.
A
Yeah.
beautiful thing. It's a nice little kit, actually.
You can tell it's a wide body.
Well, yeah, kind of wide. It's I don't know if it's two and 4 across, or I can't remember. Actually, I think it's 4 across. I don't think it's like a full like Airbus size.
Yeah,
being a regional thing, but it's lovely. No thrust reversers. How about that?
Yeah, there we go.
The only thing that's missing is you can't do the big clamshell air brakes on the back
Yeah.
end of it, which they flew with. But other than that, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Go on, John.
Okay. Tip says, thank you all for joining. Don't forget, we're live tomorrow at 12 p.m. and with the Austin. I'm going for Queen Elizabeth there for a moment. The Austin. Oh God, it's hard. Austin armored car. And yes, Mikey, I will be back.
The Jockanese Terminator.
This is Mrs. Doubtfire. But good effort, John. Good effort.
Yeah,
What's it,
I enjoyed that.
Oh,
Yeah, that was fun.
Anyway.
So yeah, it's we got like 40 seconds left. That'll do, I think.
40 seconds, that'll do.
Yeah, you've had enough of us for today.
That's enough of that.
So what I'll do is, I'll do the 15-second thank you for watching thing. So yeah, don't forget, me and John back tomorrow 12 till 2 with the Austin armor car build. Until then, Hulvar for now.
All right.